It says it can draft me a coaching agreement template, but here's a cozy but professional starting point. Okay. So as a lawyer for online creators, people ask me all the time, can I just use ChatGPT to create a contract? I'm gonna do something potentially career-ending right now. I'm gonna ask ChatGPT to create me a contract. So let's do it. I'm gonna prompt it to create a coaching contract, the same thing one of my customers would be looking for on ChatGPT. Let's do it. Okay, I'm gonna ask or tell it, create me a contract for my coaching business. Oh God, oh God, oh God. Well, okay, it's telling me that it understands I'm a lawyer. Okay, well, at least it tells me not to rely on it as legal advice, which is good for that. It says it can draft me a coaching agreement template, but here's a cozy but professional starting point. Okay. Oh my God. Okay, so right off the bat, this is so hilariously bare. Like, this is so bare. So first of all, it's not even setting what we call the preamble correctly, which means that the contract wouldn't be between the right people, which means it wouldn't be legally enforceable. It's then not even referring to them as like hereinafter we refer to you as the parties. And then like, this is so funny. In section number 1, services, it's like coach agrees to provide services to the client as described below. And then it just like flops this out and then this is hilarious. This is perhaps my favorite part of the whole thing. Coaching is not therapy, counseling, or legal/financial advice. It's like, okay, first of all, that has nothing to do with the services section, and that needs to be a disclaimer. Where's the disclaimer? Like, all of the main legal parts, like the parts that actually legally protect you, are completely missing from this. So yeah, that sucks. And then like, it doesn't, obviously because it's not a lawyer too, it's not prompting you as to like some examples of how you should fill this out and like where you need to expand and like how to describe things. So that sucks. Schedule and communication is also hilariously like short because it's just like you agree to be on time. And so like schedule also needs to include like how often you meet, but also like how long this person has to use the sessions that they've booked and like all of that kind of stuff. In the payment section, it says total investment. So I guess that's good. And it says it's like payment is due blank. I can't even tell you guys, like the payment section is the most complicated part because this is the part where people are often like paying over time, like paying payment plans, like doing all this stuff. There's so much language that needs to go into this payment section. I also noticed that there's no term section here, so it's not saying how long this contract goes for, and so like how long it's in place for or how it ends and all of that kind of stuff. Same goes with cancellation, like cancellation of this contract. Like there's a refunds and cancellation section, but that's like related to the work, not to this contract. So like, how does somebody get out of this contract? How is somebody, like how is somebody breaching? There's no breach of contract section and there's no cancellation. The payment thing is super bare. The refunds are, you can put that, but like there needs to be more robust language. There's also no chargeback threat language I noticed here. And like, again, rescheduling, this is not something that should be here. Rescheduling should be in like the scheduling and communication thing. And that's where you really need to go over like whether like missed sessions are forfeited. It's like, what does it mean in terms of missed? Is it late, canceled? Like, and then you have to be really specific with rescheduling. Like the client must contact the coach at least 48 hours in advance in writing via email. Like you have to literally spell out every single element of how you have to be. This is why we need lawyers, guys. This is why. I can't wait to check my Whoop. My blood pressure's through the roof. Okay, these are the things that get me going. Client responsibility is cool that they include that, but like also where's the coach's responsibility? Like, hello, it takes two. Plus I have these sections in my legal contracts, which is like making me wonder whether it stole it, but also it's like way longer than this and there are more things that each party needs to agree to. Confidentiality is important, but it goes beyond just reporting things to the law. These days I always include like a media section, like they can't include stuff for like, what about testimonials and like photos on Instagram or sharing a DM from you? Like there's a lot more to talk about here. Intellectual property is total crap. There's nothing about this that would help to protect your intellectual property, so that doesn't help. Okay, here's a termination section. Either party may terminate this agreement with written notice. Wow. Wow. Okay, so literally you guys, if that means if you use this contract, then that means that you could have a client sign up for a 6-month coaching package with you, and 2 weeks into it, they could take all your intellectual property, take all your materials, do whatever, and 2 weeks into it, they could email you and be like, thanks, bye. That's what this lets you do. That's hilarious. So typically in a contract, you would also have venue and choice of law, and it only has choice of law. So it's only saying that the governing law, which they're not even using the right terms in these cases, and headings matter in legal documents, so that might be a problem. You not only need to say what state controls, but you even can control the venue of where somebody can sue you. This is huge because that means that if your client wants to sue you, they have to sue you in your state, which is way more advantageous to you and cost you a lot less money. Versus if you don't have that clause in your contract, that means a client can just sue you wherever, whenever. So that's not good. So that's missing. We're also missing warranties and guarantees language, saying that you're not making any warranties or guarantees for them. You're also missing any sort of indemnification clause. That's super important for you legally. You're entirely missing a disclaimer. So that's really big because that's where you need to tell people that you're not their doctor, their lawyer, their therapist, whatever else. That's big. I mean, at least they have an entire agreement clause. That's good, I guess. This is really bad. It's really, really bad. It's really funny that they say that this is like a good one to start using without being intimidating. Guys, contracts are not intimidating. They're not intimidating. They're just protecting your boundaries. It's all you're doing. And if somebody is afraid of signing something that says that they owe you the money that they agreed to and that they understand you're only giving them X, Y, and Z, like we just let them go. We really don't care. So I can't. It's pretty crazy how bad this is. Phew, that went a lot better than I thought it was. I was seriously going into that not knowing how it was going to go and seriously questioned, like, should I not air this if it doesn't go well? But I sort of had an idea that that's how it would go based on all of the really bad misinformation I see about legal stuff on the internet. So it's kind of not surprising. But here's the thing about legal stuff when you are trying to put together some pieces yourself and you're not a lawyer. You need to do whatever you need to do to feel confident about the pieces that you do have. So whether you use something like AI or you search on Google and find a free template or you get a free contract from a friend, if you don't feel confident about it and you're going to constantly question whether you have what you need legally to be covered in order to actually feel safe enough to promote your business, it just doesn't matter. It doesn't matter where you get it from. You need that confidence. I've helped over 350,000 online entrepreneurs get their legal stuff in order so that they feel more confident to go out and actually market their businesses, which is, what helps your business grow. With that, if you need any legal templates that were actually drafted by an attorney or legal trainings, I've got you covered down in the show notes. I'll leave all the links where you can find my legal templates and my ultimate bundle program, as well as a way you can sign up for my free legal training called 5 Steps to Legally Protect and Grow Your Online Business. If you liked this video, I recommend that you watch this one next.